And welcome in to Two Guys Down 200 Pounds. I'm Brian. This is my co host, Brandon. We're going to talk about what worked and what didn't in our weight loss journey and throw in a few sports takes that y'all may or may not agree with. We'll get right into it. We're going to go down each of our starting journeys, but we'll talk with Brandon, see what how he got going.
Um, I'm Brandon. I'm the other co-host. Me and Brian, if you for y'all that don't know, we are brothers. He is 40. I'm
Mm,
38. 40 sounds like a big number.
it's up there. It's getting up there. I feel it. I feel it's getting up there, but we'll be all right.
But anyways, I'm Brandon, and basically how I started my journey is I started my journey at, I guess we'll start with the weight first, 389. Yeah, that's what I said. Talking about scared for a dude to take his shirt off.
Mm.
Um,
That's a scary pool situation,
That is a scary pool situation, but I still took my shirt off at
but even scarier, we'll get into mine, but you go ahead.
so I started off 389. I currently weigh, 225, which was, my ultimate goal was 215, but I think, 225 right now is trying to maintain that. I do work out, a minimum the least amount, probably 6 times a week. I started off when my bigger weight, I was doing cardio 5 times a week and working out 5 times a week. The cardio is the biggest thing at first, but this time around, out of all the times I've ever started working out, I thought this time around that I'd, add weights in this time and try to add a little masculinity in there is what they'd say, right?
Little muscles.
Um So I do 30 minutes cardio, 30 minutes working out. Um, I think I've been doing it now like a year, like 3, 4 months now. The beginning, I was more heavier on the cardio side, doing bikes, treadmill, elliptical. I mean, who doesn't love a good elliptical?
For a bite.
Prefer a bike, but
Mhm.
the treadmill would get me every once in a while. But I started this journey, and so I started doing 30 minutes, and then I started getting it down to maybe 2 times more. I started running 2 times, 3 times a week, working out more, and the next minute I know, I was in the gym for about 2 hours now, Brian. I basically live there, I feel like.
Mm. Talking though, talking, not a whole not so much working out as running them lips, but
You know, that's probably 2 things about me and you, I feel like, is I don't know that me and you know how to meet strangers.
no, we don't meet a stranger, whether it's at the gym, at the bar,
Uh, Ball
at the
field.
ball field. Yeah, it's not we're easy to talk to, I think.
Yeah, I feel like
Feel
it
like.
too. I guess that being said, Brian, you know what? How'd you get your journey started?
I mean, my whole journey got going just basically if Brandon started a year and 2 months ago or 3 months ago, whatever it is, that's when, he was like, "Well, I'm gonna get going," and I'm like, "Well, let me see how serious this is." Then he starts going, and then I'm like, "Alright, well, he's serious." About 6 months in, he's serious. I'm like, "Imma get on it." So then I'm like, "Alright, well, let's jump on the scale." Every fat man's fear is jumping on that scale. First, you gotta buy a scale big enough to weigh you. You can't jump on the
You
300-pound
you
scale.
had to get on Amazon and buy the
Mhm.
fat man scale
Right.
because it's not you can't even buy a normal scale.
No, no, you gotta you might as well go to a truck scale is
Yeah,
what I feel
a
like.
truck weigh-in.
A truck weigh-in, you might as well. But no, seriously, I just had to jump on, Amazon and, get a scale. I wasn't even sure what I weighed. Been a long time since I weighed. As a big dude, you don't go to the doctor. If
No,
everything's
you're
good
scared though.
if everything's good, you're good, right? I'm still breathing. I'm
Yeah.
still good. I'm alright. So jump on Amazon. I get a 500-pound scale.
Did you they even thought you I mean, Brian, when I look at you, you look 500 pounds back then.
No, I didn't not you're always being a big guy, you always think you can't be you'll be
Fat
fine.
man, right?
You'll be alright. 500 pound? Nah, you're
Nah,
alright.
nah.
So buy it, of course, it gets there in 2 days and big day there, I jump on it and it's 479 pounds. So I'm 21 pounds away from maxing that scale out.
Holy smokes, fatty.
21 pounds.
Jeez. I don't even know I don't even know that I've truly even heard that number before.
No, you don't. No,
479.
you don't because and I know and other listeners, whether you're skinny or big, because I even think some people who are skinny don't like to tell people their number, which I consider skinny. I don't somebody that, weighs 230, they may not like that number either. But the number hits different when you're closing in to 500. I th
The number definitely hits different. Um, 389 for me, I mean, I think says by far the biggest I've ever been in my entire life.
and that was the biggest that I've ever been. But, I never really thought I was at that number. But there again, not a lot of people know that. I didn't, I would weigh
I
in.
don't even know that I've known the 479 or
No, and
479.
but I don't tell nobody. I got not a lot of friends, but I do have friends, but they don't
You have
know.
friends?
A few, just a couple. Try to keep that circle tight.
Mm.
Uh, but
The mayor of Ackworth here says that he has a tight group of friends.
oh boy.
Oh,
For anybody that doesn't know, I'm very highly involved in aqua sports, but that's another conversation. But anyways, the number's embarrassing. It was to me. The wife don't know it, the parents don't know it, Brandon don't know it. Anybody who's close that they don't know it, but I guess if they listen, they will now know it. So anyways, you hit that number and you start going hardcore. I say hardcore. My hardcore is different than Brandon's hardcore. He does things a little differently, than I do. We both work out our own ways. We both eat our own ways. We both do things a little differently. That's
we
why.
both work out at 2 separate gyms.
Yeah, so it's not that's why he'll tell you his what works, I'll tell you what works for me,
And,
and it's gonna be different. It'll be
I
different.
guess, what do you currently weigh?
Right now, so I started at 479 and I'm like 7 I'm sorry, wow, 3,
I was
3,
about to say, Nate,
3,
I th
$3.67.
you're really putting our name
I
down
put
there for
3,
the
367.
that
It's like
wouldn't have matched our podcast
no,
name too
not
good
even
there.
close. So 100 and like 12, 112. I still got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, I left high school. When I left high school, I was 330. So I'm like 40 pounds away from high school weight. I obviously want to get down a lot further than that, but I'm trying. My first initial goal is to get down to high school weight, which was like 330, playing football, lineman. But not saying 330 is healthy. I still want to go down further, but that's just kind of where we are.
You
Brandon,
just wanna fit in your high school clothes.
no, those are a little outdated now. Now we're into the short shorts, man.
We are.
I need some legs for them short shorts. That's what I
I know the word around Burn is you got some nice looking calves down there is
ca
what the
the
going thing down there.
when you're catching when you're dragging around that much weight for that long, your calves have to do a lot of the bulk carrying. So
I guess so.
your calves get rocking
So
and
I
roll.
guess that there's one thing good about you weighing 479 is you got nice calves, man.
Nice calves.
That's the word Brian, that was the word on the street. That's what I was told
Hey,
by some people that
hey,
Tim Burn. I
I'll
don't
take
know.
it. I'll take it as a big guy. If you only got one good thing going for you and it's your calves, I'll take it. At least there's one.
One thing.
One thing, I'll take it.
So
But but at the end of the day, it's just being big and trying to get down. And we're both going through it. We've both gone through it now for I've been doing it for since July of last year is when I really got serious, and Brandon was before that.
yeah, I was your typical new year, new you type
Yeah.
person.
January 1, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
But I didn't go to the gym the first month. I started eating healthy first before I started jumping into the gym, and then I started going to the gym, probably the end of January because I was like, "I hate those new people that go to the gym." The new year, new me people.
Yeah.
'cause it crowds the gym.
Well, because everybody there's all the people who've been there for years, they dread
Yeah, they
January
hate
boy.
seeing us come in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, it's people,
Oh,
"Yeah,
man.
he's going this fat dude's gonna be here for 2 weeks."
They knew as soon as I walked in the
Yeah.
door, like, "Dude, this dude ain't
No.
come." Hey, little did they know, I was already a member there at the gym for a few years, except for I was just donating my
Yeah.
money, and I wasn't never going.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people when you join a, a Crunch or somewhere that's $10 a month,
Yeah.
it's easy to forget about. It's easy to forget about. So I guess we can go right there. So I go to Burn boot camp for anybody who doesn't know.
God, if
It's
you don't know.
up here where we're at in Ackworth. A lot of people go there. A lot of
Lot of
a
women.
lot of women go there. But matter of fact, Brandon made fun of me for the longest time for going to a woman
A
gym.
woman gym is what I called it.
Yeah, but the scenery's nice.
When the ratio up there is about 100 to 5 dudes,
Yeah, the
I
odds.
mean,
Yeah, yeah. But there is a lot of women. But I tell Brandon all the time, you go to a workout, I'm too tired to even worry about who else is
hey,
there.
you walk in at 500 pounds, it don't even matter because those women probably weren't looking at you. Well, besides those calves,
Besides
but
cap.
they probably weren't even looking at you anyway. So
But
you're
no, you go to a burn workout and it's a lot of cardio and it's I don't I'm worried about catching my breath. I ain't worried about anybody else.
catching your breath. How about all them high fives they give over
You
there?
got to do the high five. If you don't like high fives, then burn is not going to be for you. It's a great gym, but you better be ready to give a high five.
Oh, you better be ready for a high five.
Mm,
The difference between me and Brian is kinda how we do things different is Brian goes to Burn and I actually attend, Anytime Fitness. I like Anytime Fitness, is just a little bit smaller, gym. It's not like your big one like Planet Fitness or Crunch or Georgia Fitness or Orange Theory or Burn in itself. Anytime Fitness for me is close to the house because. For me on the way home from work, I can swing in by my house, pick up my stuff, and then I head to Anytime Fitness because it's all like essentially all on the way.
mhm.
Um, and I went into Anytime Fitness because I was like, I just wanted to lift heavy weights and run. And not to mention, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I hear the burn number of tendon burn versus the number I pay at Anytime Fitness,
It's a
Anytime Fit,
little different.
especially when you didn't know I didn't know I was gonna make it this long.
Well, yeah, the odds have been in our favor that we weren't going to
No.
make it.
I mean,
So why pay, you know,
over
a big amount of money per month when you ain't gonna go anyways.
no,
That's always the thought. Let's
I'm
just go to Anytime or
a
whatever and
cheap
pay. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're a
Cheaper.
cheaper
Yeah,
gym. It's not your typical $10 a month gym, but I mean, it's a cheaper gym.
yeah,
But I mean, and the other reason why I like going there is because yes, it is a smaller gym. It's got all your got every weight you'd want, but in their in their prime time, 5, 6 o'clock, there might be 15 people in there.
yeah,
Now that I say that, people are probably gonna start showing up. I don't need that.
yeah.
But and I don't feel like I get judged in there either. Uh,
Well, there ain't enough people to judge you.
right. There ain't. The core of us that go there, I feel like are pretty much I say pretty close-knit family, kinda like Burn, if you don't know, I think Brian's whole side of the family, his sister-in-law, his brother-in-law, his wife. Even I think his daughter just joined up over there at Burn too. I mean,
Yep,
it's a whole family affair over there at Burn, and even my wife attends,
yep.
Burn.
A lot of people.
Um, it's a huge network of people that go there, and, um, I I personally has been asked to go to Burn quite a bit.
Yeah,
My wife, God knows if y'all know my brother's wife, Lauren, she's gonna hound you until she sees you walk in those doors at Burn.
nonstop.
I mean, I don't even know sometimes I question how Brian even lives with her for how much she believes Burn.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, and for y'all that don't know, right? I am obviously 300 and something pounds. My wife is 100 and she may not even want y'all to know this number, but she's 140 pounds, 135 pounds. So, so we are completely on the different spectrum. She's always been about working out. I haven't. I haven't. I mean, I may have dabbled in it a little bit here and there through high school and then acting like I was going to continue to do it and then just got busy, right? That's always the excuse. Get busy. You got busy doing life.
Life, marriage, kids, 3 kids.
3. But the whole thing with life, me and Brandon have talked about this before, and somebody somebody said it to me, you don't see fat old people. You don't see 80-year-old 400-pound dudes.
No, you don't. Not even I mean, you might see them in the senior living places and assistant livings, but that was one of the things that kinda stuck with me when I talked to Brian when I was like, "Hey, man, I'm working out." And Brian's like, "Dude, somebody called me and told me," it was like, "Dude, you don't see many old fat people." And then I'm sitting there thinking about it, you try to think of every old fat person you know,
And you don't know
and
any.
there wasn't none on the list.
You don't know any.
And that stuck with me, and that's why to this day and that I just told that story to somebody the other day at the gym that's what stuck with me to keep me going to the gym with having 2 kids. I had type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, I had everything. You go to my sink, Brian, and you would have thought that I was a grandpa that was 82 with all the medications I had to take.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just start thinking about that, and I got the 3 kids and a wife, and Brandon's got 2 kids and a wife, and then you realize, man, it would be nice to live past 60, and I'm not gonna do it being 400 pounds, so let's go ahead and get down. Yeah, all right, maybe we did start it a little late.
Yeah,
It'd have been nice if we started it at 25 or 30, but now I'm 40,
stuck with it.
Brandon's
How many
38.
times did we do this and lost 50 pounds and stopped and thought we'd done something
Yeah,
great,
we were golden,
and then guess what? We're back to the biggest we've ever been before.
if not bigger, right? You get to that weight, next thing you know, you're bigger.
Definitely bigger because 389 was the
Yeah.
biggest I've ever been in my entire life, and something had to change.
It's got to. You at some point, and it's easy to say because I tell my wife and Brandon knows, and I'm sure Brandon's wife knows, but you're not gonna force anybody into this change. It's gotta be, it's no different weight loss or alcoholism or drugs or any kind of addict. They gotta
Yeah.
want the change. At some point, it'll click. Either they want it or they don't. You can't force
I
somebody
mean,
to
we
work
can
out.
we can agree to disagree here, but I mean, I've always me and Brian's always talked about that. I felt like it was the same thing as a drug addict because what did we always wanted to do? We wanted to eat,
Mhm.
eat good food,
Yeah.
put down a good couple of beers.
And a lot of it,
Yeah,
a lot of it. And
and
that and it's the same cycle.
and and you don't think about breaking the cycle until you truly want to do it. Most drug addicts, alcohol people, until they hit the bottom or
Yeah.
they decide they truly want to make its changes when you wanted to make the change. And I feel like that's where I'm at and you're at in your life now that we're like, we truly want to make this change.
And that's that the bottom, right? The bottom is different for every addict, I'll say. Weight loss, maybe you hit a number and you're
Yeah.
like, "Man, I."
389.
Yeah, maybe you're addicted to alcohol and you've had 2 DUIs and you're like, "Man, this is it for me." Or
Yeah.
whatever your rock bottom is. The rock bottom for them, maybe it's our high point where we're like, "Man, 479 pounds, 389 pounds, like, that's it. That's our bottom, which is actually our top, but it's our rock
Yeah.
bottom in our mind."
As crazy as it sounds. And then, I mean, your rock bottom also comes with all your health conditions. Like
Yeah,
I said, I had type 2 diabetes. And for anybody that knows, my AC1, I swore I think I went back and looked. I thought it was 14. I'd have to go back and check, but I definitely found it in my charts at 12. I mean, it was like stepping on a scale, Brian, when I was in the bathroom checking my blood for my diabetes, for my sugar. I was scared to check it
yeah,
because I knew I was going to see a high number. Just like if I was scared to step on the scale because I knew I was gonna see a high number I didn't wanna see.
Yeah.
But I checked it, and I mean, dude, there was times 350, 450. I mean, dude, the doctors are like, "I don't even know how you're alive right now and not in a diabetic coma."
And it's not just guys, it's not just and I think a lot of people, a lot of big people, I should say, can relate to this. It's not about being scared to step on a scale or Brandon, there's chairs that I'm afraid to sit in because I'm afraid that it may break.
I trust me, I know it's great. I know I keep saying this, but I literally today talked to a guy at the gym today, and I said, "Me and the net love going to Waffle House, but I had to stop going to Waffle House a while back because I couldn't fit in the booth."
And you'd think a place like Waffle House, not healthy food, they'd make
No,
them booths a little bigger. But
no,
it's the same way. I sit in that Waffle House booth and my belly's on the table.
yeah, and I hated going, so
Mhm.
me and the net cut Waffle House out because I couldn't fit in the booth.
Yeah, and it's not and it's other things you like doing. We're gonna talk about sports on this
Yeah.
podcast too, but going to Braves
Sports,
games.
Braves game. I went to a Braves game on Friday. As I was telling Brian earlier, I went to a Braves game on Friday, Brian. I swore it was karma. I went to the Braves game, and speaking of not being able to fit in the chairs, when I weighed 389, fitting in a little chair at the Braves game
Yeah.
ain't comfortable.
Mhm.
And I went to the Braves game Friday. Here I'm weighing 225. I'm like, oh, yeah, I fit in the chairs now. I went up there, fit in the chair great. We get about inning 1, probably 2nd inning. I see this big old dude come walking by.
Mm. Hoping he ain't
I
coming to
hope
you.
he wasn't coming to me after the same people thought the same thing about me. God, I hope this big dude ain't coming.
Yeah.
Because God knows you get a big person next to you and they're all over you because they ain't fitting those chairs. And by God, this guy sat right next to me.
Mm.
And we were touching. And it was uncomfortable as if anybody else that I went to the Braves game with probably felt the same way.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, we had 2 seats sitting next to us. The guy I went with, Billy, I said, "Billy, you scoot over 2 chairs so I can catch some room over here." And it was funny, the guy I got up, we started moving, the guy was like, "Hey, you don't wanna share leg sweat with me?" Nah, bro, I've been doing that for half my life now.
Yeah. We're trying to get and that's where like we joke about it, but that's the difference in and it maybe some people don't like to, but me and Brandon joke about it all the time. We still joke about it to now, and Brandon ain't but 225 pounds, but there's not a day that I don't call him and one of us calls each other fatty or one we just joke about it. It's just what we do. Uh and other people joke about it with us because we don't I mean, it doesn't go personal to us, but it's just a joke. Me
That's
and
just
Brandon all the
part
time.
of being real and us trying to be real with y'all, and it's simple as Brian could be going for a 3rd slice of pizza, and I'm like, "God dang, fatty, get you a 3rd
Mhm.
piece of pizza.
Yeah. Uh, th
Get you one."
and sometimes I don't mind taking that 3rd slice, but that's,
It's gotta be on a Saturday,
yeah,
though, right?
something,
Be
you
that
never know.
cheat meal.
You never know, you'll learn on this podcast how me and Brandon are. Uh, a lot of y'all probably know us. Some of you new listeners don't know us, but that's just how we are. I mean, every day. I mean, we'll talk on the phone every day and that's we talk about what he does, what I do, what he doesn't do, what I do, what I don't do that he does. It's just a rolling
And
conversation.
and it's not it's everything. It's, what am I doing about running or whatever, or what supplements am I taking,
Mhm.
or protein shakes that I like, or,
Mhm. Mhm. What 5K races Brandon running next?
That's right.
You follow us. He's trying to hit 12 this year. 1 a month.
1 a month.
1 a month. I haven't jumped on that train yet. Brandon's trying to get me there. I hadn't
Trying to
jumped on
invite
that
him
train.
out. Actually trying to invite the whole clan out there. My wife, Lauren, even if the kids will come out there. Abigail, Tate,
Mhm.
McKinley. I'm trying as much as Lauren was trying to get me to go to Burn down there, I'm trying to get them to go hit a 5K with me.
Yep.
speaking of burn, they did talk me in forever to go on the burn, and I gave in. And I showed up more than once, and that ain't your average workout. Going from Anytime Fitness to where I just do cardio and heavy weights, and I'm like, man, I'll go there because burns like I feel like it's a high cardio slash workout
Mhm.
together mixed together.
Can't be that hard.
Oh, it's hard. I didn't think it was that hard until I got there. First thing I know, the warm up was hard.
Yeah. I know, you do the warm up and you're out of breath, you know
I'm
you're in
like
trouble.
I'm like, "Dude, we ain't even started working out. They're just getting us loose to start, and I was out of breath."
Yeah. And it's just 2 different and that's where you'll learn where I do burn, Brendan does anytime, just 2 different things, but anytime has worked for him, burns work for me. There's no right recipe for weight
Uh,
loss. If you
uh,
find something that works,
no right gym. I
do
mean,
it.
I don't care if you go down to Planet Fitness, Crunch,
Yeah,
Orange Theory.
yeah. Yeah, we're not here promoting gyms,
Yeah,
just go somewhere.
go somewhere,
Yeah,
get right,
get
move it.
moving.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
really,
move.
I mean, just showing up every day, getting off the couch is what's counting. You're betting yourself just getting off the couch, but going off of that, Brian, why why'd you wanna start this podcast?
Well, in the shower one day, I thought about it. It hit me. I'm like, man, there's a lot of people who've lost weight. Is there two brothers have lost weight together at the same time? And I was in, like I said, I was in the shower and I thought about it. I called Brandon. He decided to
Mhm.
rock and roll with it a lot sooner than I thought I was going to. But at the end of the day, the whole thing, and we both have talked about this. If we can impact one person,
One person. I mean,
that's
if we could impact 50 people, it'd be great.
That's fine. If this thing goes viral and we get, 1,000 followers, if 100 of them, I don't care if it's 1 or 100,
I
but
mean,
at
I don't
least
know we'll get 1,000 followers. I
we
mean,
may
we might
not.
not even get a single listen on Tuesday for all we know.
We may not, but impacting one person. If we can impact one person, then I'll consider it good for me.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a I mean, it it don't even have to be this amazing success story. It's just for me, if you told me, "Hey, you and Brian, y'all encouraged me to go to the gym,
Mhm.
and I've stuck with it and doing it right, eating right, run." I don't even care if you eat right. If you're just getting up, going to the gym every day,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I've done my part. If I can encourage one person to show up at the gym or work out at their house or eat right or just wanna lose weight and we get a success story out of it, one, I'm good with it.
Yeah, 1. That's all it takes, and it's not even look, we're not even Brandon's not a doctor, I'm not a doctor, we're not claiming to be experts here, by no
And
means.
I'm not telling anybody that anything that I did is probably 100% right.
Yeah, it
I
just
mean,
worked.
it worked for me.
It worked. It worked.
What I did necessarily ain't gonna work for Brian. I mean, me and Brian do 2 totally different things. I do a meal plan from Clean Eats, and Brian's cooking on the grill.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's whatever works for you, and I think eating or meal prepping or cooking on the grill or going to Clean Eats, which we've partnered with Clean Eats,
Yeah.
we'll get into that later with our winner. We're gonna go ahead and announce our winner, but we'll get in that later, but no matter what you do, just sticking with it, and I think working out ties into the whole sports thing, uh which we will talk about a lot on this podcast too, is our love for sports, and that all started back in, high school, elementary school, middle school, playing sports and playing football and,
Elementary school.
I mean, playing baseball early on, going to football.
I
Y
mean I mean, I'd like to say back in our time now, there were some sports back then that wasn't necessarily around for us to play, but, I mean, your typical kids I think me and him tried every sport all the way to soccer. I think Brian played indoor soccer, I played outdoor soccer for a year. Brian played multiple years of indoor soccer.
yeah, and I think the sports thing, that just comes back to our both of our households live and breathe and eat sports, whether it's all my 3 kids are travel baseball, travel softball, football, wrestling, and this wild and crazy new thing that I'm learning about called stingrays. My youngest daughter does stingrays, and Brandon's daughter does stingrays.
My
So
wife coaches at Stingrays. My wife's a coach in high school, um, competition cheerleading as well. Um, and I honestly, I didn't even think my own daughter was gonna get into
mhm,
cheerleading, and we just lucky enough this year, she decided she wanted to do cheerleading. So here we are, and I got a 2-year-old son named Brody. We ain't got there yet with him, but we're playing a little ball in the backyard.
it's coming. Give it a couple more years. We'll be out at the baseball fields or I don't know,
I don't
soft
know.
not
I
softball, football fields,
Yeah, I
whatever it
was telling
is.
you earlier. I mean, something I grew up with that I never had a shot at playing. Me and Annette we're highly involved with stuff at the high school. We go to football games, basketball games. We've gone to lacrosse. We've gone to, I mean, you name it. Everything baseball. I mean, we support that school and its athletics because we love athletics.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I told my brother that I hope maybe Brody likes is lacrosse. I never had the shot at lacrosse, and me and Annette showed up to a couple of playoff games for our high school, and dude, them dudes are physical out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know what lacrosse was in high school.
I know that it
No,
wasn't even an option.
no, but I mean, that's just the whole sports thing. I mean, if we're not at a ball field or a event for cheerleading or a wrestling match or somewhere, then we're watching the Braves at home. We're watching Georgia play on Saturdays.
Hawks in the
The
playoffs right
Hawks
now.
in the playoffs, rocking and rolling, hoping we can take the Knicks out. You
Right.
know, we're always watching something,
Atlanta
and
Braves.
it's usually together. So
We might even catch Atlanta Dream game in the playoff on
yeah,
TV,
yeah, well,
maybe.
you know, they got a couple yeah, added a new one there, so you never know, but then
Angel
again
Reese.
yes, yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens there, I don't know, that's
Yeah,
another
another
topic for another
story.
day. Uh,
Um,
but, I mean, that all ties into sports, that all ties into everything we do. Me and Brandon, it's usually a competition. Weight loss, it it may turn into a who can drink the most beers competition.
it has been one of those for a Georgia game.
Yeah, oh,
And
what
God, I hope we don't go down that route again.
but you're talking about a beer competition. This is something that we're gonna post that you should probably follow us. If there's gonna be one thing you follow us for, it'll be the beach race.
The beach race. We're gonna bring up the beach
The
race?
beach race. We
Shoot.
we gotta do the beach race.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna bring out the beach race, you might as well just get right on into it.
yeah,
Yeah,
we you know,
embarrass somebody.
you go to you know, we go to the beach every year with family, my family, Brandon's family, my mom and dad. This year we added Brandon's wife's family, my wife's family, um,
I mean, before
her
you know it, we
sister.
got like 60 people
Oh,
down at the beach in one house.
it's a lot, and we always, you know, a couple years ago, we race. Me and Brandon, you know, Brandon, he's probably had a few. I've probably had a few, and he says he can beat me in a race, and I'm like, ain't a chance.
And it's shot. But hey, we've done this race since we were kids, and it might not necessarily turn into the 40, which way it turns into now. Now we always run the 40, but Brian would always pull up and, "Oh, my hammy, my hammy," because he didn't wanna get, well, he got beat, but that was his excuse for getting beat. But I will say, I beat Brian in every race we've had, but this video might tell otherwise.
Maybe a slight change of the the winner here, but you're gonna have to watch it to see.
But also, we're probably the 2 biggest we've been.
Definitely.
2 dudes, 2 fat dudes running down a beach for 40 yards.
I can only imagine what some of the spectators were thinking.
What they were thinking is probably what they were feeling.
What they may have
They
thought a
might have thought
earthquake.
it was an
I
earthquake
mean,
coming down. It probably hit the Richter scale.
you had a dang near 1,000 pounds, not running. I don't even know what you call it.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure what it was, but
Well, some of us was might have running and some of us might have not been running.
you'll I guess we'll find out. But so it's now you'll have to wait till what? We're in April,
We're gonna release the video this week, so you definitely keep an eye out for that. But um, the next race we're actually gonna we may film live,
yeah, I don't know. I
but
don't know what's gonna happen there, but
the,
it won't be till
you're gonna have to stay engaged with us until what is it, October, I think?
October, end of September, beginning of October. But if there's anything you're gonna do,
I mean, we're like 6 months of hyping this thing
yeah,
up.
there's anything you're gonna wanna do after seeing the video, you're gonna wanna watch us race again. It will be a solid human being lighter, a solid
Yeah.
250
I mean,
pounds
dude,
lighter,
I got 160 pounds off my back.
and I got 200 I mean, I got 112 or 110.
Hopefully more than that when we
Yeah.
run.
So you're talking about 160, 110, that's 270 plus whatever else. So you're talking a solid 300-pound man gone from us. So the race should be a little different.
I mean, not much because I'll still smoke you.
Well,
But
let's wait till that video post.
hey,
We'll go from there. But, it's not just and it ain't just races. We do everything. We compete with everything. Said that, but, you know,
um,
that's how it goes over here.
yeah, I mean everything. I mean, we got so many videos that we don't post because we're so
They're
we're so
embarrassing.
fat and
They're
embarrassing.
embarrassing,
I mean, we do the craziest things. So we usually and
and
mom
it's
and
dumb
dad's
stuff.
yeah,
It's
it's
dumb.
not even
It's not even stuff that normal people think of.
yeah. I mean, like, give you an example before I tell you about another video we'll end up posting this week. But my dad one time was sitting in a chair. He said probably said some smart remark to me, I think. I told him I was gonna kick him right out of his little recliner chair in the living room. And he goes, "Brian, I don't even think you can get your leg up high enough to kick me out of
Mhm.
this chair." And,
Brandon's mind goes right back to 185-pound Brandon. That's what he's thinking. "Oh, you gonna challenge me."
yeah, "You don't challenge me, I'll show you." I try to get my leg up, and next minute I know, I was about on my backside. I guess dad was right because he knew he wasn't gonna get kicked
Mhm.
out of that little recliner he had.
No, no, it just ain't it that's what we all think. A lot of us big people who are still somewhat active, I would say. Yeah, I mean, we go back to when we could do it. We still think we ain't done it in 10 years, but we still think we can do it, you know? I mean, there's
Yeah.
a couple. I mean, I got challenged and there's nothing I'll tell you this. Brandon's gonna come with another story I already know, but I this is off the topic here, but I got challenged a couple months ago. I don't know what it was, but told y'all daughter's big into cheer. They didn't think I could do a front roll. A front roll. Guys, that's something I learned in when I was 3. So you got your 9-year-old daughter telling you can't do a front roll?
Front row,
A front roll.
a 400-pound dude. Well, I guess you probably lost some weight since then. So a 300-pounder doing a front roll.
Mhm. And there's a video of that.
There is a video.
There's a video of that. But I did do it.
He
What
did do it.
it wasn't the most comfortable thing I've ever done, but when she challenged me, I didn't think it was
Yeah.
gonna I didn't think it was gonna be a problem.
Well, now that I was thinking, other crazy videos, which is that one video that went viral on people's TikToks was if you can remember how to skip.
Mm. Mhm.
And they literally thought that we wouldn't remember, or better yet, probably didn't think we knew how to skip. And guess what? Wind it up on a video.
Yeah. It's
Skipping.
it's all things like that that you don't everybody don't think you can do, but we're gonna try it.
Yeah.
We'll give
Right.
it we'll give it a try.
And we video it just to get a laugh to send it back to the family, but we never release these videos, and we probably could have at
Mhm.
least been TikTok famous at this point for how funny they are, but
America's Funniest Videos, something.
something. I mean,
Mhm.
but getting back to these recording videos, which another video we're gonna release this week is another crazy take is we didn't think Brian could jump over a pillow. just a regular living room pillow,
Yeah, not a big, thick down
maybe
pillow,
4 inches.
maybe, maybe 4 inches, maybe. I'll say 5. Imma say 5 just to make it sound higher.
Sound high.
Sound higher.
So we didn't think Brian could jump over a pillow, and being as big as he was, I mean, he was every bit of his 479
Mhm.
trying to jump over a pillow. And, you know, going back to things that we used to do as kids, or when me and Brian played football and we had to jump over paths, frog hops, monkey rolls. I mean, you name it, we done it. But when you're 479 and you're 30 something years old or 40 years old and you get challenged to jump over a pillow, you think
Looks like Mount Everest.
it does look. Well, you start thinking, well,
Yeah.
Brian, you hesitated for about 5 minutes trying to figure out if you
Mhm.
could jump over that pillow.
But I did.
He did.
I did do it. I did do it. There's no doubt about that.
But it's super funny because, it's a big dude jumping over a
But
pillow that we thought he couldn't even do it.
but honestly, you don't even the thing is, and I think everybody would agree with this, you don't record the videos for this success. You're recording the videos hoping to God that my big butt falls.
False.
That's what we're hoping.
Every video we do is to get a laugh out of. It
Yeah,
was never for
yeah.
success.
Who cares if you do it?
Yeah.
That's not funny.
And that's half the reason why they never got sent out,
What's
because
funny
they got done.
Yeah, what's funny is when I try to jump and I roll my ankle and then, Dad and Brennan have to lift me up off the floor. That didn't happen, but that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for in these videos. But yeah, I mean, and we'll as we go on, there will be a lot of things like that. Uh, but we'll get into our sports. We both love sports, love the Braves, love the Bulldogs, love the Falcons. We don't do a lot of Hawks, but
We used to go to a lot of
we
games.
did used to go to a lot of games, but those are our main, our number 1 is Georgia. Falcons are another big one, and Braves are another big one.
Pretty big.
I would say
So that's our top 3.
that's our top 3. Hawks are kind of in the background, I would say. I mean, we still
And
keep up.
it was probably more because me and Brian weren't the best basketball players growing
No,
up. So
mm,
that's probably half the reason why basketball wasn't as big to us.
but Braves, I mean, who expected this?
20 wins
20
was
and
announced today, first
yeah,
team to 20 wins.
20 and 9, only team to have not lost a series in the major league right now. I mean, they are rocking and rolling. And it's no thanks to my overrated if you've seen the video, my overrated Acuna, who's, in my opinion, a little overrated, overhyped, but we can talk about that later. But I mean, you got guys Baldwin, I mean, balling out. Dom Smith dropping bombs.
I mean, that dude just comes out of nowhere that AA just picks up that, I mean, I would have thought was, just a
Yeah.
not even a, I mean, none of us thought
Mm,
that he was gonna
mm-mm.
win us a few games already.
No, and then you talk about the pitching staff. Everybody thought the Braves were done. Everybody's getting injured.
What pitching staff is that's
Exactly.
what we were
What
saying.
pitching staff? Nobody thought. I mean, you had Chris Sale, and you didn't know you had a couple others, but you weren't
But
100%
Chris Sale is
sure.
all you knew. You knew if
Yeah.
Chris Sale was on the mound, we were probably getting something good.
Yeah. And then to go back a little bit, it all started with Profar.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got Profar getting busted and out the year, and you're like, great.
And then you already had Sean Murphy down, you had then Strider, and
Yeah.
then
It just all fell like dominoes, everything.
it's
So
like, "Oh,
no,
there goes our season."
nobody thought anything about that. And then you got kids coming up from AAA like J.R. Ritchie, right? Comes up, first pitch he throws, m- bomb,
Bomb.
bomb.
I mean, that dude probably thought his season was over
Yeah, he
off
showed
his first inning.
first pitch. They ain't even gonna send him back to AAA.
Yeah.
He's gonna go on down to AA.
Oh, I did
That
forget
yeah.
this dude.
And then dude goes out in 7 innings, gives up
Lights
2
out.
runs. And now it's like, well, what do you do when Strider's fixing to come back? So you gonna go to a 6-man rotation, or you gonna, what are you gonna do? A lot of decisions there. I don't know what they're gonna do. I guess we're gonna. I
We'll
guess we're,
find out here soon, but it ain't much. I mean, it's hard not to stick with what's not already working. First team to 20 wins, it's hard
Yeah,
not to stick with what you got.
and Imma ride it out.
And
Imma
we
ride
got
it out.
overrated Acuna, and we got Austin Riley. His bat's not the hottest right now
It's
either.
gotten better. It's gotten
Not
better,
that hot
but
though.
Acuna is the one that
Things might
and
have
like I
3 home
said,
runs on the year.
I do hope, yes, I do think that, Acuna is a little overrated, but I hope for the Braves' sake he hits 40 bombs and steals 50 bags. I hope he
But
does.
hey, he'll probably get thrown out, picked off
About
50
9
times.
times, who knows? But I hope he does well. Uh, Georgia, you got Georgia season, what, their spring game?
Spring game just got over with. Got a couple of newcomers coming in with some big time hype.
Yep, wide receiver. We don't really know what's going on out wide receiver. Maybe you got, all a lot of new guys, couple couple ones that were all there last year, but they're all so young. Your running back room looks good. Your offensive line is supposed to be the best in the
The nation
country,
is
is
what
what
they
they
say.
say. Who knows if it's true? So I guess the question I'll ask you is over or under 10 wins for the Bulldogs this year?
Over under 10 wins. Well, I can tell you this, Brian. You ain't gonna catch me betting against Kirby Smart. I can tell you that.
I wouldn't either.
I'd take an over all day. I know we've lost in the playoffs the last 2 years, but they they's got two natties. The dude, what was it last year? It was like 8 or 9 wins that I think on the betting sites they had. That
No, you can't.
dude proved everybody wrong, and he didn't even have the strongest team out there.
No, and I've told you and I've told other people, I'm not saying that Kirby is Saban, but what I think Kirby has earned, don't bet against Kirby. I used to say that about Saban when he was at Bama. You can't bet against Saban.
Even when Saban was playing against Georgia.
Yeah, don't bet against Saban.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about Kirby right now. Don't bet against Kirby. If his over under is at 11, I'm probably still going the over. You can't bet against Kirby. Everybody said you can't beat Texas twice, and he did it.
And they did.
I
With a
mean,
backup QB,
what I
technically.
mean I mean, what I mean, you just don't bet against Kirby. At the end of the day, that's what I'm going on. Gets his players ready, and
Dude,
we'll do a lot of Bulldog talk.
those locker room speeches that dude
Yeah,
gives, there's sometimes I'm ready to
gets me
run
hyped.
through a
I know,
ready to run through a brick wall
I
sometimes.
know.
And then after that, uh, you got the Falcons coming in here. We just got done with the draft.
Mhm,
We didn't have a first round pick, but we did have a second,
mhm.
and they did snag a Georgia boy down there.
That was in the 3rd.
I was in the third.
But the 2nd was a brother, kinda like me and Brandon.
Yep,
2nd
brothers.
round, got a Terrell brother. AJ Terrell's brother got drafted as a cornerback. We needed a cornerback, but
I mean, which is awesome because I mean, first of all, the odds of a person making pro is pretty low.
super low.
But then you add in 2 brothers who's on the same NFL team out of the same family.
Mm,
I mean, it don't get no better than that. For that mom and dad,
mm,
they just got show up out of Atlanta, and they ain't gotta wear like the Kelsey brothers. Their mom wears that
yeah,
split jersey. They
uh,
ain't gotta do that.
yeah, and like I said, they went to the same, Kelsey brothers playing on 2 different NFL teams, but they went to high school at Westlake, they went to the same college, and now they're playing on the same NFL team. Those numbers, I bet there ain't many of those.
No.
There ain't many brothers who went to the
Something
same
we'd
high
have to
school.
look up,
Yeah,
but I guarantee you you ain't doing all 3.
no, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, it's cool, but
Oh, it's super cool.
and then 3rd round, they drafted Georgia boy, which I think is gonna be a playmaker. I don't know what they're gonna put him at. I don't I mean, we'll
Put him in
see.
the slot.
Maybe.
You put Pitts next to him. You got Drake over there,
Bajan out of the
Bijan in the
backfield,
backfield. I mean, somebody's gotta be open in that
you would
offense.
think.
I mean
Hopefully, Pitts can turn it around.
I mean,
I mean,
who's
he's had a great year last year, but he hasn't in the past.
I mean, who's gonna who's gonna give him the ball?
Well,
I mean, you got Penix here. I mean, they say he's gonna be ready first game, but I don't know. You got Tua here. They signed for $1,000,000.
I don't know. I've said this to other people. I'm team Tua. I think he's
Team
been there.
Tua.
I think he's been there.
Oh, he's been there all right.
He's
He's
been there.
also not been there.
he has also not been.
Literally not been there because, the dude knows how to get knocked out of a game.
I mean, Penix has played 12 games, I think. 12 games as a pro. He still ain't even got a full year under his belt. Me personally, am gonna go with the dude who's done it. And if he gets hurt again, then we'll roll with Penix. But I think you have to give Tua
So
over
you're
Jimmy.
gonna give Tua if he's rolling, he's good, you're gonna give him the whole year over Penix who, what, half a year, 12 games
If
maybe?
he's rolling, there's no way you can go with Penix. No way. I don't.
So, I mean, so then after that, we're just gonna make Tua our franchise QB?
I'm not sure I'm willing to go that far because I think, you know, next year's draft class, I believe, is
Loaded
pretty heavy
QBs.
with QBs. So you've only
So then
made
you
a
gotta
mistake.
figure out what you're gonna do with Penix.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Gotta get my man some playing
No,
time,
he's
man.
been injured too much. I'm not willing. I wouldn't want to take that risk right now. If Tua's balling out, I'm gonna ride Tua out this year. I'm gonna draft a quarterback, get rid of Penix at some point, maybe give Tua another year. You ain't signing Tua long term. There's no way. You got to draft another quarterback because
Unless he balls out.
I still would. I couldn't sign him for a long term deal. I just couldn't. I couldn't. But those sports that we'll get, you know, I'm at, well, real quick, little Hawks talk. They're tied up now. They lost.
Tied up. They
They
lost
lost
last
last
night.
night. So they're tied 2-2. Uh, so now I guess home court advantage is back in the Knicks' hands as we both won one at each other's spot. So, you know, but it'd be cool to see the Hawks go in the second round.
It would be cool because I mean, the last few years, I mean,
No.
we can't even
Yeah, we're
we're in the play-in,
we're in the play-in. Yeah, but I mean,
and you're without Trey Young now.
I know.
I mean, them dudes been balling without Trey Young.
Yeah, I mean, they've it's been great, and hopefully they can keep building up on it, but we'll continue down that road. We're gonna do a segment every week that we think is pretty cool. It's called Overrated, Underrated. We're gonna go down a list of, like, 10 things. We'll give our opinion, maybe talk about it a couple minutes, but it's not, you know, just things that we've come up with, not anybody else, but like
Yeah,
I know.
it's just I may come up with a list one week, Brian may come up with a
Mhm.
list one week, and we'll shoot them off, and if we have a guest on, we'll shoot the list to them and ask them the question.
And it'll be health related and it'll be sports related. It'll
Yeah.
be both. It's gonna be a little mix of both.
So our first week of overrated, underrated questions I have for you, Brian. 10K steps a day.
In my opinion, is underrated because I don't think how much people undervalue moving. And 10,000 steps a day, especially if you're working an office job, is a lot.
It is a lot.
And if you just walk, you'll be surprised at the weight that'll fall off if you walk.
Yeah, see, I see it a little bit different. I see it as I mean, I guess if you want to add people that have um office job, but I think you can get it in that gym pumping some iron, baby.
Yeah, I think in addition, I'm a big in addition to that. So yeah, I go to burn, but if I can get 10,000 on top of that,
You're
or
doing something.
yeah, I feel like I'm rocking and rolling. I think it helps.
All right, next one we got is cheat meals every week.
And this is where I don't I'm not a cheat meal is when I'm gonna it may be every week, it may be at once every 2 weeks. I mean, shoot, I went to Nashville for my daughter's softball tournament this weekend. Friday night, Saturday
Yeah, you've
was
had it
awful.
every day.
It was awful. So, but now I'm home, I'm back on it. Come, you know, Sunday, Monday, I'll be ready to go. As long as you can have a cheat day 2 days if you want, but that next day, don't say Imma get back on it on Monday.
Yeah.
The next day, get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when it'll
You gotta do it. I believe in cheat meals 100%. I gotta have a cheat meal or else I will have a cheat meal every
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Next question is weighing yourself daily.
I personally to me, that is underrated. I like to weigh myself daily. A lot of people don't. I weigh myself every single day.
I'm definitely not that person. I rather go once a week. I weight fluctuates too much for me to be worried about if I'm over a pound or under a pound a day.
Yeah.
It's a lot. All right, here's a good one though. I think me and you are on the opposite side of this, but home workout versus gym workouts.
I mean, I know everybody's gonna be different, but I want a gym workout for the accountability. Home workout to me is too easy to skip.
I gotta go to the gym. I have to go to a gym and work out. If I was to work out at home, I'd never work out.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like it is
I will
account
go on a walk. I can go on
Yeah.
a walk, but I'm not gonna lift weights.
Are you gonna go every day on a walk though?
No, I probably won't. I mean, I have an elliptical in my bedroom that I hadn't touched in a year.
I bet you going outside and walk with Lauren more than you have on
Yeah.
that elliptical.
Yes, 100.
Um, here's a good one. Can you buy a good hot dog from a restaurant?
See, I personally say that hot dogs at restaurants are very, very overrated. I think a hot dog's a hot dog. Yeah, you can't convince me otherwise. I've had hot dogs from Pop's Dog House in Dallas to Brandy's to Four Way to Varsity. A hot dog is a hot dog.
Come on down to my house and I'll throw some slaw, cheese, and some chili on a dog, and I guarantee you I'll beat every single one of those
No,
people you
hot
name.
dog's a hot dog. Next,
Burger King has the best fast food hamburger.
overrated. Overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated. It's not bad, but if I'm going somewhere, I'm going to Hardee's for a burger.
Hardee's.
Hardee's. Not a lot of even people go to Hardee's. Hardee's has got the best fast food hamburger.
So my fast food hamburger is Burger King, and you just doing them dirty.
That's
You
ter
gotta go there, get the Whopper, add the cheese, man.
mm,
Get the pickles off of there.
Hardee's
Man.
next.
All right, I know this is a good debate between me and you because God knows our favorite cheat meal is hot wings.
Which honestly, hot wings aren't that bad.
They're pretty bad.
And not if you're getting naked wings. If you're going fully breaded, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyways, go ahead.
Drumsticks or flats?
I mean, I'm honestly don't even remember what you really like, but I know a lot of people want all flats. Nah, give me drumsticks.
Oh man,
Drumsticks
you got more
all
meat on
day
the flats,
long.
man. You just
No,
you watch that TikTok video where you can just crack those two bones and just get all the meat.
mm-mm, no, a drumstick all day.
Man, that's terrible. All right, Atlanta Falcons winning season or not?
Hmm.
Winning season.
Which would have to be 9 wins.
Nah, 7.
No, a winning season, right? There
Oh,
are
yeah, yeah,
17 games, there gotta be 9.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gotta be 9
absolutely. I
wins
was
to
gonna
be
say if
yeah,
we're gonna give a over
over
under
under, yeah.
7.5 is with me,
I
but
I'm gonna
say
say
a
I'm
winning
gonna say
season.
no because I think they're gonna be around the 8.
So you're saying they're overrated. All right. What are the odds of the Braves winning another World Series in the next 5 years or less?
I personally think they will win another World Series, and it's probably gonna come from a team that you don't even like the last World
Like when
Series.
they won,
Like, nobody thought they were gonna win the World
when they
Series.
had Jock
Yeah,
against
nobody thought
Charles?
they were gonna win, and I think it's gonna be the same thing, and I'm not saying it's gonna be this year because I know they're 29. It may not be this year, but it's gonna come from a team that you don't expect, a
They wo
lineup that you don't
they
expect.
won it without your overrated player.
I know because he was hurt. Figure that.
Next question is, UGA makes it past round 1 of the playoffs this year.
Yep, and I think that is definitely, I guess I would say I don't know if it's
Underrated.
I would say underrated because I think they will. A
Yeah.
lot of
A
people
lot
say
of people will
Georgia's
say they won't.
overrated and they won't. I'll say underrated because I think Gunner's done it long enough.
He's there, you got the experience there, and
The
I mean, how many
O-line's there.
times is Kirby gonna let that happen?
No, not anymore, I bet. I don't know that they'll win the Natty, but I get bet they'll get past the first round.
Alright. Well, that does it for our overrated and underrated segment. Next week, we'll have another list and continue it. That's probably gonna close us out on our show.
Well, what we do gotta do is,
Our Clean Eats giveaway.
Clean Eats winner. We partnered with Clean Eats. Brandon does a lot of Clean Eats eating.
I do Clean Eats every every week unless we go on vacation. That's what holds me accountable. I know the portion I'm getting, I know not to eat anymore
Mhm.
because God knows I could eat quite a few of those meals they give us. But Clean Eats is simple on the go. They make it fresh in there. They'll let us show up on on Sunday, Monday, pick it up, bring it home. Gabby has cheer. We just throw that sucker in the microwave for 30 minutes, and we got a good meal that comes out fresh. But anyways, back to our winner, Brian. You gonna get this phone? We put everybody's name in a phone that did the
Randomizer, little
randomize.
randomizer. So let me get it spinning here, and we got Chris Davis,
Chris Davis. I
winner.
seen his name come around a few times on
Mhm.
there.
He shared us. A lot of you did. A lot of you shared us, but Chris is
Chris
the winner.
Chris did the ultimate too. I mean, I think he had a few entries in there, I guess.
Yeah, but we definitely appreciate the support, Chris, and we will, get with
So
you.
reach out to us and we'll get you going on your 10 free meals over there at Clean Eats. And we appreciate Clean Eats teaming up with us and um rocking with us.
Yeah. Uh, well, we definitely wanna thank the followers, thank our listeners. If you haven't followed us on social media, please do. You can also podcast, iHeart, Apple, Spotify, follow us on there, and,
Also, make sure if you could rate us, review us. That goes a long way for us in our podcast in the podcast world. Um, just doing that will help our podcast grow a little bit, and letting your friends know and anybody y'all see, if you could just let them know 2 guys
yeah,
down 200 pounds.
and if you see us on the street, let us know what you think.
Yeah. Say,
But
"Hey,
until then
see ya."